Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to negotiate getting ukuleles for your program. So the disclaimer here is that I did have $2,500 to work with, but I also wanted to get 24 ukuleles out of it, replacement strings and clip-on tuners for my students. So I had to jumble all of that and consider taxes in my order. So what I did was that I communicated with the supply staff at our school because they're in charge of managing all of the orders, and I told them like why this is so important for the program, why this is so important for the kids. I also told my kids, and I don't recommend this to everyone, but I told my kids like, hey, I'm gonna be putting in this order and your principal and vice principal have to approve it, so let them know you're so excited to play the ukuleles. So of course the principal and vice principal told me, did you tell the kids you're buying ukuleles? Did you tell them to tell me? And I was like, yes, I did. So I added a little bit of cute pressure because it's one thing for me to ask for something, but when the kids are active in their education and asking for something, it's totally different, right? So what I did is I went to a local music shop. I went to a local music shop and I asked to speak with the owner. Once I was face to face with the owner, I introduced myself, I let them know I was a music teacher, and I let them know how many students I had because I wanted her to know what my buying power was. I had an army of 400 kids who could potentially become new customers. I also let her know that my budget was, actually my real budget was $3,000, but I didn't tell her that. I told her my budget was $2,500 because I wanted to stay under. I knew that if I made a request that was under budget, it would be more likely approved. It would be more, how do you say that? Well, anyway, it had a higher likelihood of getting approved. So I wanted to stay under budget. I told her what I wanted, what I needed, and very important, I told her that I was going to shop around at different music stores. So that added a little bit more pressure, right? Like, oh, I could lose this client if somebody else does negotiate with her. So I looked around the store. I played with the ukuleles that she had. She didn't have any like Kalas or what are the other brands? I like Oscar Schmidt. I do like the Elvis ukuleles as well and the Kaka ukuleles, but she didn't have any of those. We're in Okinawa, Japan, so I did have to be reasonable with like the selection that I have available to me. So these are the ukuleles she had in her store. She has the dark wood color and the light wood. I got both of them. I thought it would be cute to mix it up, but they all have the similar design here around the sound hole. They're all under the same brand and they're all concert and tenor sized. I think that if you have a smaller budget but you still want that many ukuleles, going to a soprano size, you can definitely get that. So I ended up getting those 24 ukuleles, 10 packets of replacement strings, 5 clip-on tuners for $2,500, and the price marked on the box is $214. So if you do the math, there is no way that I would have been able to like get all those ukuleles had I paid the retail price. So the tuners that I ended up getting are the cherub tuners. They had a price of 30 something on the store, but when I went on Amazon they were only $9. I did do a review on this tuner if you want to see it. In a nutshell, if the string is flat, the screen turns orange. If it's sharp, it's red, and if it's in tune, it's green. I absolutely love that. And I know that unboxing videos are pretty big on YouTube, so what I decided to do was to save an unboxing just for this video, because you know, why not? It's like opening presents, right? So I saved one ukulele just so that I can unbox it while I taught you how to negotiate a little bit for your ukuleles. Okay, so here we go. I think this might be like a tenor size because $214, that's crazy, right? That's a lot of money. Okay. Let's see. Gotta put this rubber band around my wrist because if my students find it, you know what happens, right? Oh, and there it is. So this is the ukulele that I have for my students. We have 24 of them. I could not be any more excited about that. I love them. I think they're gorgeous. They sound good. And the kids love them, which is the most important part. And they've all been thanking the principal and the vice principal for their order. I did promise the supply staff that once we learned a song, we were going to come over to his office and perform for him. So I'm still in debt. So let me know if you are a teacher who is negotiating or about to negotiate or about to buy ukuleles for your program. Let me know if you need any help. Just send me an email or write a comment below and I will respond. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and this unboxing. I make ukulele tutorials, I make videos for ukulele teachers, and sometimes I'll throw in a saxophone video just for fun. So please subscribe to my channel if that sounds like something you would like to see. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Sayonara!